11 truths that monkey branchers will never want to admit to you and surely not to themselves. The reason that you must watch this video until the end is for you to understand that you dodged a bullet. What you are currently choosing to walk away from and never come back. They will try to come back. They will try to lure you back in to the trap. Don't go back there. You already know who they are. They showed you by their actions. So this video will help you to understand what you walked away from and will give you the strength to stay on track and heal correctly. I am Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. For those of you who doesn't know, I am also a behavior analyst and I analyze thousands and thousands of especially monkey branchers and cheaters personalities to understand who they are, what they do, why they don't do what they should do, the lack of integrity, the lack of accountability, all of this stuff. And today's session just summarizes 11 top things that they will never admit, never. And I'm not going to start with number one, I'm actually going to start with number two. Number two is they didn't upgrade, they downgraded their character. They will not admit that they downgraded their character. On the surface, it may look like they moved on with someone better, or sometimes it's known that it's not someone better, but they make it look like it's someone better, which makes you feel like lesser, which is not the truth. But the true upgrade is not about looks or status. It's about integrity, emotional maturity, and growth. There is none of that. In this type of relationship, monkey branching relationship, it's never based on love, it's based on lust. And I know you don't want to hear it, but this is what it is. And I'm a no bullshit kind of coach that will tell you what you need to hear to heal, not what you want to hear to pay me. So this builds on lust. And everything that is built on lust will be lost. I said it multiple times and I'm going to say it again. For you guys to understand that when they act lustfully towards someone else, they will do it again and again and again. They will not change. This type of people is the type of people that stay single forever because they never take the time to heal. This is what's happened. This is what's going on. And this is just the cold, hard truth. Now, they may look happy on social media. They portray an image of perfection, but behind closed doors, the same dysfunctions they had with you are quietly resurfacing. Everything you went through with them, believe and know that the new supply is experiencing as well with due time. Maybe not at the beginning, but they will. And the reason for your breakup will be the reason for their breakup. As simple as that. Do you really want to go back to this kind of dynamic? Of course not. Of course not. But I know that your heart thinks that he wants it. But no, the heart and the mind after monkey branching is really, it's deceptive. Don't lean on your heart, lean on your mind here. And you need to know who they are. And today's session will bring you all the realization that you need. And number one was that they didn't leave because you weren't enough. They left because they weren't mature or strong enough to handle real relationship that require depth, accountability, and emotional consistency. And you let me know in the comments below if I'm right. These type of people, and this I'm telling you as a behavioral analyst, a seasoned behavioral analyst, these type of people don't deal with conflicts well in their life. It's not just in your relationship. Every time something major happens in their life, they run away from it. They don't deal with conflicts, they run away from them. And the more they run away from conflicts in their life, this is how they train themselves. And when it comes to a relationship dynamic, they are not equipped of resolving any kind of issues and they just walk away. This is how they build these avoidance tendencies, narcissism, and all kind of different mental disorders that I talked about extensively in my channel. So if you want to learn a little bit more about their personality that multiple personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder, click the link in the description below. I'm going to link it below and you can find this video. It will help you a lot. Now, while you wanted an open communication, honesty, they wanted attention without responsibility. When things got real, they ran, and you cannot build life with someone like that. It's impossible. Maybe you had a life with them and you know that it's torture. And you, my friend, 100%, I'm telling you this and again, I'm telling you this because I know you guys. You wanted to leave so many times, but you just didn't have the courage to do so. Am I right? Let me know in the comments below. You wanted to leave multiple times, but you didn't have the courage, or you just wanted to see the good in them. You really wanted to make this work. And this is why I want you guys to give yourself credit for being a good partner. While they're not, this doesn't matter now. What matters is who you are and what you've done. And while you stayed loyal, they ran away. So that doesn't mean that this is not your fault. Do you understand that it's their fault? And I would say it's your responsibility to heal now. It's your responsibility because you accepted unacceptable behaviors. You overstayed, but you overlooked red flags because you simply didn't know. But now, I hope that by now you know. I hope that by now you worked on yourself enough to realize those things. Let's move to number 3. They didn't choose better. They chose easier. That's just what it is. They went from someone who doesn't yet challenge them, question them, or hold them accountable for their actions. It's just easier. With you, they had a history. With you, you guys had some things. This is how it goes. Once you get to know a person intimately and you build a relationship, it's inevitable that conflicts will arise. And it's not about the conflicts that ruin the relationship, it's about the lack of emotional capacity, intellectual resiliency, and skills to resolve these issues. And when they didn't have it and they don't have it, this is where they tap and go to someone else. And this someone else is yet to challenge them. But you wait. When this new person challenged them, this is where they tap on them as well and just move on. You spoke truth into them and asked for effort. They now have someone who only sees the charming side of them because the honeymoon phase hides everything else. But once the honeymoon phase ends, and in monkey branching relationship, the honeymoon phase ends so much quicker due to the level of the physical intensity. I know you don't like to hear it, but it is what it is. Due to the physical intensity, the honeymoon phase just ends so quickly. And this is good news because I know you want this relationship to end as quickly as possible so you can move on with your life. And even when your ex tries to come back, you're like, you know what? I've been listening to Coach Paz too long now, and I know who you are. I see you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Bye. Number 4, they didn't replace you. They ran from themselves. They didn't run towards someone else or run away from you. They ran from themselves. Monkey branches often they cannot stand the mirror that you held up to them. You show them who they are. Marriage or relationship, it's intense and it makes you really confront with the darker side of you. They saw who they were and like, oh my God, this is ugly. And they didn't like it. And this is why they tapped as well. You reflected their immaturity and emotional wounds. And instead of facing them and healing them, they chose distraction. They chose to distract themselves. You tried to help them heal. I know you did. Instead, they found someone new temporarily, silenced the guilt or emptiness inside. This is why you see why these people will end up in their 70s, 80s, if they even reach this age. But I mean, I don't wish nothing bad upon no one, but with this type of lifestyle of avoiding everything and never resolving anything, you don't grow, you don't heal. This is just a very poor quality of life that they are experiencing. Now, number 5, you were never in competition with the next person. Their new relationship isn't a proof of your inadequacy, it's a proof of their instability. They keep jumping from one person to another person because they can't stay long enough to grow. Relationship hits a point where you, after the honeymoon phase, there is a stage where the couple needs to grow together. And if one of the couples, one of the partners is unable or unwilling to grow together, this is where the relationship usually drifts apart. And this is what happened here with you guys. They'll post the same captions, take the same photos, and repeat the same patterns and mistakes. It's a cycle, not a new beginning. Get this, it's a cycle, not a new beginning. They repeat it. Your relationship is on repeat. And you will see if you probably watch some of their social media, which you shouldn't, but I can understand the curiosity, but stop it. And if you're having a hard time, stop stalking them. Watch my video about stop stalking, and it will help you understand on a much deeper level why you shouldn't and the psychological consequences if you will keep doing it and how detrimental it is to your mental health and healing journey. So they're just regurgitating the exact same relationship with this new person. It's same relationship, a different person, and they think the new person no problems, but they are the problem. So everywhere they go, they take themselves, and if they are the problem, which they are, there you go. They didn't change, nothing changed, and now again. Number 6, their choices reveal who they are, not who you are. Stop interpreting their actions as reflections of your worth. Every decision they made came from their brokenness, not your lack. Not your lack. And I told you this many times, you guys, that monkey branching situation is kind of like being involved in a car accident while you are in the passenger seat. You didn't cause the accident, but you were affected by it. And this is exactly what it means. You need to separate your value from their actions. What they did got nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. They lied, ghosted, and disrespected you. Not because you deserved it, but because they lack emotional maturity and self-control. So you can't blame yourself for something you didn't cause. You were affected by it, yes. You allowed them, if you take the car metaphor, you allowed them to drive. But you didn't know that they're reckless like that. And I know most of you guys got blindsided. You didn't even see it coming because you were naive, you were anxious, you wanted to see the good in people, and this is what happens. Now, there is no blame or shame or judgment or nothing like that, but it's just I'm telling you these things because you need to take accountability and responsibility and understand your role in this mess. Once you understand your role in all of this shit show, this is where you actually can heal. Healing comes from truth. Healing comes from confronting the darker side of you. Like I told you, in a relationship, there is a darker side in the relationship. When two partners that come together, the dark side just appears or being revealed. And then you need to deal with it together. Now you need to deal with your own dark side alone. Now you need to do the work with yourself. And when you do the work with yourself, this is how you heal and grow and falling back in love with yourself. And this is a beautiful thing. You have to realize this at this point. Number 7 is that they choose illusion over truth. They didn't choose something better. They choose illusion over truth. They rather live in denial than face the discomfort of growth. Growth is challenging. And even if a person is overweight, you tell them they're overweight. It's uncomfortable because when you say it to them, if you have a loved one that they're overweight and you say, listen, buddy, like you can use the gym, you can just, don't eat that donut. And this is very uncomfortable, and probably the person that you're going to say it to won't like you and won't like it and maybe even be offended by it. But you know this is the truth, and you know that they will grow if they will actually listen to you. And your ex, in this case, they're rather denying that and saying, no, it's not, it's all good. And they live in denial because they don't want to be uncomfortable. Illusion feels good for a moment, but truth builds lasting peace. They'll convince themselves that this new relationship is perfect until reality hits and the same insecurities resurface. Everything, like I told you, it's a cycle. And they will repeat the cycle forever. You're walking on a path of healing. and truth and healing. They're not. While they run from accountability, you're learning, reflecting, and growing stronger. Pain transforms through faith, becomes power. You stop checking. You now. I hope that you stop checking the social media and start checking in with God, trusting that He is redirecting your steps for someone greater, and He will. He is. He is. Now, when you're walking on the path of truth and healing, and you find God, and you start becoming whole and holy, you become holy and whole again, you understand a lot of deep things that you missed about yourself while you were with them. Number 9 is don't let their chaos shake your confidence. Their instability doesn't define your identity. Stand firm in who you are and who you are becoming. It's more important who you are becoming, not who you were. Think about who you are and who you are becoming. They may seem happy today, don't believe that, but true peace will always belong to the one who walks with integrity in faith. You are walking with integrity. They just missed the boat of integrity. They don't have it. Number 10 is you didn't lose anything. They did. You lost confusion, inconsistency, and half love. They lost someone who was genuinely cared, loved deeply, and challenged them to grow. This is their loss. You're rebuilding with purpose and peace. They're repeating old patterns with new faces. Who lost here? Really, who lost here? They or you or them? Of course, them. Number 11 is let them chase illusions and you will rise. Their story is one of running. Your story is of redemption. Don't look back. God's using this heartbreak to elevate your spirits while they're post fake happiness. You're healing. You're finding real healing, peace, and strength through faith. And if you need extra help with this, you guys, I highly recommend for you to get the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program that will help you to elevate so much quicker. Get the intellectual realizations and emotional realizations that you gotta have to move past that. Because while you can be stuck also in rumination, you can create a cycle of pain for yourself. And the cycle of pain will end when you get the realizations, when you do the work on yourself, when you walk with faith, when you just grow so much and stop watching a lot of YouTube videos. While these videos can help you gain understanding, they're not truly helping you heal, because transformation it is happening when you are putting effort in. And when you are actually doing in the Rise of the Phoenix, you have worksheets, you have everything that you need in order for you to obtain and retain the information and grow. Also, if you need more than that, you can click the link in the description below to talk to me, book a one-on-one call with me, and I can help you customize a healing plan that is especially for you, my friend. I love you so much, you guys. I really do. I feel you because I've been where you are, and now I am blessed to help you to heal and to grow. So just understand that. And let me know in the comments below also, what is your biggest takeaway from this video? I would love to hear that. Once again, I love you. May God bless you, and I will see you again in the next one.